Are you struggling to get your UI collection view to scroll properly inside a UIScrollView? You're not alone. Many developers face this challenge, especially when dealing with dynamic content. Today, we're going to tackle this issue head-on. I completely understand how frustrating it can be when your app's layout doesn't behave as expected. You want your users to have a smooth experience, just like in the Pinterest app, but sometimes the technical details can trip you up. Here's the specific situation we're addressing. One user asked how to make their UI collection view scroll with dynamic content inside a UIScrollView. They mentioned that only the visible items are showing and the rest are cut off. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this together. So what's happening here? When you place a UI collection view inside a UIScrollView and disable its scrolling, it can lead to issues where the collection view does not resize according to its content. This is a common pitfall, especially when dealing with dynamic data. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will have a clear solution to make your UI collection view scroll perfectly with all its dynamic content. To address the issue of the UI collection view not scrolling properly within the UIScrollView, the user should first ensure that the UI collection view's height is dynamically calculated based on its content. Next, the user should implement the UI collection view's delegate method to update its layout whenever the content changes. This will help in adjusting the height dynamically. Additionally, the user should ensure that the UIScrollView's content size is updated to include the UI collection view's height. This can be done by setting the content size in the ViewDidLayoutSubviews method. Finally, the user should test the implementation by adding or removing items from the UI collection view. This will help confirm that the scrolling behavior works as intended. Fun fact, did you know that the UI collection view was introduced in iOS 6? It has since become a staple for creating beautiful, scrollable layouts in apps. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution suggests that you don't need to use UIScrollView at all. Instead, you can achieve your design using just UI collection view. To create a scrollable header, utilize UI collection reusable view as the section header within your collection view. The user also provides a code snippet for setting up the collection view and its header. They recommend defining the layout attributes for the header and adjusting the content size accordingly to ensure everything scrolls smoothly. That's it for that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests adjusting the height of the UI collection view dynamically. They recommend using NSLayout constraint to set the height of the collection view and updating that constraint in the ViewDidLayoutSubviews method. This way, the height will change based on the number of rows and ensure all content is visible. Now, let's see a response from a different user. An alternative solution comes from a user who developed a similar app. They followed a tutorial by Ray Wenderlich, which focuses on creating a custom layout for UI collection view, similar to Pinterest. They also shared a link to their GitHub repository for reference. That wraps up that answer. Let's move on to another one. An alternative approach suggests that trying to make the UI collection view height larger than the device size can lead to memory issues, especially with a large number of images. Instead, consider using custom cells and headers with a UI collection view flow layout subclass. The user also points out that they didn't see any headers in the Pinterest app and asks what kind of custom header is needed. They recommend checking out a tutorial on collection view layouts for more insights. Lastly, if your app's deployment target is iOS 9 or later, you can use the section headers pin to visible bounds property for sticky headers. Let's move forward and look at another answer. An alternative solution suggests not using an image view outside the collection view. Instead, you can utilize UI collection reusable view for your header. This allows the header to scroll with the collection view's content. Additionally, the header class should be defined to include an image view. This way, you can dynamically set the image for the header as needed. Here's a pro tip. Always test your layout changes on different devices and orientations to ensure a consistent user experience across the board. And there you have it. With these steps, your UI collection view should now scroll smoothly within your UIScrollView. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks on app development.